Gee, I didn't realize I had my sound off on my phone. Look, you have like 90 throw on the run or something like that. How are you gonna miss that throw? You know, if Matt would have played it, oh god dang it. If Matt would have played it smart, he would have picked up this luck. Because this luck is straight up just better than Brady at basically everything on here. Yeah, I did a couple days before Matt, actually. And then realized I kind of missed the whole building a team experience. So, decided to come back. I mean, yeah, I suppose a little bit. Like, I can... Okay, I had the decision to make. I mean, the thing about Matt... Or not Matt. Or the thing that Matt said about Andrew Luck, is what I meant to say, is that Matt thinks he's not going to get any more cards, but I just don't think that's true. I have a strong feeling, because Andrew Luck is one of those guys that EA just constantly, like, you know, gives stuff to. So, I mean, heck, he stayed at like 90 overall throughout like 2 Maddens, and he hadn't played a single down because of injury. So, yeah, I suppose I can see where you're coming from. Like, yeah, he's not a legend, and if there's, yeah, I mean, he's bound to get another upgrade somehow or another. But when Brissett gets a good card, I'll switch to Brissett. Because, man, I threw a lot of training into this luck, let me tell you. I put, like, the interval costs, and then I did the, what do you call it? I also did the upgrade again to 90, which was literally like 2,000 coins. Not 2,000 coins, 2,000 training. Oh, I tried to switch to a different defender and it didn't work. Oh, I was looking down at the comment. Didn't even see him snap it. They'll probably get a field goal here, which isn't too bad because I'm probably going to make more adjustments after half. I just don't feel like there's a need to right now. Oh, that's where Desir just isn't the greatest. I wonder if my Denzel Ward sold. I'm pretty sure it did. That was a move. I should have dove, and I didn't. Trust me, if I could get 93 luck, I would. But for now, I'm just waiting for Brissett to finally get a card. I feel like he probably... Like, is there something... Like, is there a way to predict Football Outsiders? Because I don't think there is. And, I don't know if he would get a Football Outsider or not. But I feel like that's the only possible way that he could get a better card at the moment, at least. So, stop. I'm doing a Colts theme team, which is pretty obvious if you know some of the Colts players. I mean, there are some positions that I'm not gonna be able to upgrade. He got in. But yeah, I bought Rocky Ascend because I didn't think that I had enough corners. But apparently I do. This is where the difficulty comes into play. Like, it's a 75 overall team, but I could do just as terribly against um, this team as I could against, you know, a team that is like an 88. Like, seriously. The computer doesn't run cheesy plays, but it is cheesy itself. So it doesn't matter who you have, it's just constantly going to well, the thing about the loss of the Chargers is that it shouldn't have been a loss. Vinatieri just missed like a touchdown worth of kicks. Literally. He missed like, what was it, 2 field goals and an extra point. So yeah, exactly a touchdown worth of kicks. Ooh, bad. That was a terrible read. I don't know. Weekend League has never been something that I necessarily like doing. So, but yeah, I probably just lost the game off of that terrible read. Like, I don't mind the loss to the Chargers because if we're gonna be serious here, like, I'm pretty sure Darius Leonard was out for like half of that game. And honestly, the defense, other than Vinatieri, the defense is what lost us the game. Computer had a touchdown over the top and didn't take it. Okay, no, it's not going to get anything. That's nice. I mean, they're a good team on paper. They just, I don't know what's wrong with them. It would be nice if I could get some sort of quick stop right here, get the ball back, score. Because on that last possession, I was just trying to go big to get a touchdown. I'm gonna just go to coach suggestions now. Try this one. About the middle of the field. Actually, I can't switch out of it, can I now? Wow, are you kidding me? See, this is what's wrong with this game. Josh Allen meets, I'm pretty sure, all but throw power. Doesn't meet any of the thresholds other than throw power, I'm pretty sure. And yet he still finds a way to dot me up just because of the skill level I'm playing on. I'm playing on, I'm pretty sure it's called Legend difficulty or whatever. It's the hardest difficulty you can play on. Honestly, I've never once run pinch buck, so I don't know where to find it. Where would I even find pinch buck? I don't know what formation or concept it's in, so... Well, that didn't go very well. I've tried running mid-blitz in solo battles before, but it never seems to work. I don't know why. I'm never someone who's too competitive about Madden. But yeah, stuff like, like cheesy plays and stuff. I usually don't call stuff like that unless I have an opponent that's just ticking me off. I mean, if I have a cheesy play in like my audibles or something, then yeah, I'm fine doing that. But hey, you gotta give them credit. They beat them boys. I can't do that impression very well from the yeah. Have you guys ever seen the I forget what his YouTube channel name is now, but the guy who like does the commentary over all the games? Because he's freaking hilarious. Hey, I was having a great time. Is it? I think it's yeah. Honestly, like Darnold did really well yesterday. I'm pretty sure. I didn't watch most of the game because I was in my room. I don't even know what I was doing yesterday. I think I was just laying, working on something on another game. That took up most of my day. Well, I mean, you gotta think. I hate how everyone claims that the Colts are terrible, but at the same time, the Colts beat the Chiefs and the Texans barely beat the Chiefs. So the Colts, or not the Colts, or yeah, he said the Colts. They just all they had to do was shut down Patrick Mahomes. Now people can say, "Oh, well, Mahomes was injured." Well, Mahomes was injured for part of the game, or against the Texans too. So that's not a valid excuse at this point. So, plus, if had I was the Colts' offense isn't terrible; it's just slow. That's the problem with it. That's why people don't like watching the Colts, is because it's just not a fast moving offense. Like the Colts' offensive line is really good when it comes to run blocking, but the Colts like to run a bunch of like screen passes and stuff, which is the problem. The Colts try to chip away yardage instead of just. Like, I've only seen them run maybe 3, 4 long plays the whole season. Honestly, I think that Baker is just terrible. Like, people can say that, like, you know, someone like Dak is terrible, but, you know, Dak is, Tom Brady compared to how Baker Mayfield's been playing. And that's how the Colts, yeah, I'm glad I got sacked right there. It's going to make a bad read. But yeah, the way the Colts beat the Chiefs was literally just running the ball down their throat. Oh wow, I didn't think that would happen. I don't know. Can my kicker kick a field goal from here? I think he can, but I've never tried it before. I'm just gonna go for it because why not? The reason that the Colts did so bad last year, the Colts wide receivers did so bad, and probably the reason that we lost so many games at the beginning of the year was literally because the receivers couldn't catch. And then something clicked and the whole team just started going nuts on people. One of the things that I don't like, though, is the people who overhype the Patriots. Like, the Patriots, yes, they're a very talented team, and they're a playoff-worthy team, and have been for a really long time. But what I hate is when people claim that they are the best team in the NFL, because that's just a blatant lie. The Patriots are semi-reasonable and can make the playoffs in other divisions. There are other divisions. But when people like Chen on Matt's server talk about how the Patriots have, an amazing historic defense, like, no. That's not true in the slightest. You may have, yes, stat-wise, you may historically have the best defense. Playing, or what teams you're playing, though, it's two completely different stories. When the Patriots have real competition, that defense is gonna just die. And, Chen can talk about, the Bills are 4-1. Your point. Like, seriously, it's not hard to go 4-1 when your opponents are terrible. No. That's how I'm gonna lose the game, folks. That's how I'm gonna lose the game. GG computer, you've done it again. You've done screwed me over. My only hope at this point is literally line up in some formation that they're not gonna run 3-man up deep. Okay, I know what I'm gonna run. As long as they don't run a deep zone, it's a touchdown. So I can go down before something stupid happens. Right? So I'm gonna come out in, where is it? Slants, there we go. Yes, okay. I guess TY can. Oh my god, why? Why? I can't believe I lost like that, dude. That's annoying. I mean, Torrey Holt got the separation and it was a good pass and all, but it just... Man, that's garbage, dude. Let's see here. How much do I need? No, honestly, the Colts are probably the most underrated. Well, no, I don't know. A lot of people say the Colts suck, but they don't. They really don't, I can tell you that. The Colts are a... I'm trying to think of a good way to word this. The Colts are a playoff team. It's just... The back half of their season is going to be a struggle if you look at their schedule. because they've got some really hard games. I mean, next week I feel like against the Texans that's a winnable game. I mean, the Texans basically exposed their whole playbook trying to beat the Chiefs. So, as long as the Colts can study the game film and stuff, I can't really see any weaknesses for the defense. Um, Wait, so are you implying that we aren't, or that I'm not responding to what you're saying? Because if that's what you're saying, I'm sorry. There's just a lot of comments and I'm trying to focus on the game. So, um, but let's see here. What do I think of the Jags when Foles is healthy? I think that's going to make absolutely zero difference. Gardner Minshew is probably just as good as Foles. Unless they want to have, yeah. Unless they want to have Foles as a backup QB to come in, and save the season and take the team to the playoffs after, or if Gardner Minshew gets hurt, then, I mean, I can see that. It's not like we haven't seen that with Wentz over and over again. I don't understand why people, I understand the quarterback and all, but he is like the reverse of clutch. I mean, this dude literally gets injured every time it gets, end of the season. Well, I think you're forgetting, though, Christopher, didn't the Chargers struggle in, the first half against the Dolphins? I'm pretty sure they did in a game. You can't really call that good. Whereas the Colts literally still get trashed on, but they're in one of the toughest divisions. It doesn't look like one of the toughest divisions, but it is one of the toughest divisions, talent-wise at least, in the league. Yeah, the Colts beat the Chiefs, who are supposed to be like a powerhouse. Yeah, it's true, Matthew. But at the same time, the Colts have had to deal with injuries. I mean, Darius Leonard has been out since week 1. Marlon Mack was out for a couple of weeks, I think, or out for a week and a half. T.Y. Hilton's been playing partially injured, I'm pretty sure. Well, let's get the stop here, defense. Good deflection. Man, the computer's so cheesy on this difficulty. It always has the thing that can get it open. Whereas if I were to run something, I guess my secondary isn't, top of the line. But I didn't make my secondary to be top of the line, Now, once I can do it, I'm going to have to power down Andrew Luck so I can take my power-up pass back. Which is literally going to take 1,000, 100 something of my training that I spent on it away. Colts, I think, have the Dolphins week 10. So, I know that from the CFM. in the draft, I told my friends while we were watching it, I said, if the Colts trade away their not their first overall pick, their first round pick, I'm gonna be a fan of whatever team got that first round pick, just as a joke. And they traded it to the Redskins. So for a while, I was a Redskins fan just as a joke. I should have slid right there. I forgot that quarterbacks fumble in this game. But you know, it's fine. He didn't fumble, so props to Andrew Luck, I suppose. I don't think the Colts could have had Montez Sweat, did they? Because didn't the Redskins trade for or take him with the 15th pick or something like that? Honestly though, Montez Sweat and Darius Leonard would have been a beastly linebacking core. Yes, clearly the 2-6 Colts are the favorites in the CFM. Honestly though, I have a very good feeling that right? I lost the Broncos game specifically off of just making terrible reads. That's how all of my losses come. I'll make a bunch of good reads, and then like 70% of my incompletions will be picks. Like literally, Brissett has 13 picks and only only a few more incompletions than that in the CFM. I'd say the Eagles probably are, Trey. I snapped the ball right there. I wasn't even looking at the thing. Well, the problem is my starting running back, Marlon Mack, got hurt in the Broncos game. So now I have to try to use Darius Geis, who struggled very massively against the Steelers. So I'm thinking about starting Jordan Wilkins. I pick this field goal, I suppose. Why not? Plus, I don't think we're supposed to run the meta in the CFM, so I never run the meta unless it pops up in my suggested plays. I don't really follow a specific scheme too much, anyways. Oh, he fumbled. Well, I'm pretty sure he was down. If I find a way to win like 8 of my next 10 games, I could probably make the playoffs. Or, there's not 10 games left. If I could... No, never mind. Maybe if I could win 5 of my next... No, not 5. 7 of my next 8 games. That would probably be somewhat reasonable, but the back half of my season is filled with powerhouses, except for, Oh, you could have picked that! But yeah, other than the Dolphins, I'm pretty sure the back half of my season is pretty loaded. I'm glad that the Titans guy left, though, because that guy made me angry. He literally ran, he swears that he ran more than 3 plays. And he ran, multiple different formations. But if he did run more than, 3 plays, maybe 4 at max, it's because of audibles. That's the only difference. Give me that, you bum. understand what you're supposed to do in that situation, dude. Like, seriously. What are you supposed to do? Most of my losses, though, in the CFM have been pretty close. I've only had 2 where I haven't scored any points. And in those 2, I'm pretty sure only one of them was technically out of reach in the first half, which was the Chargers game, where my O-line just absolutely was abysmal. Oh my, Siri, that's what I hate, right? Instead of just making my guy freeze for a second, it forces him to stop, then go forward in a direction I don't even want him to go in. This is a touchdown to Torrey Holt. As long as I have the blocking. Oh, maybe not. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? They had to tackle him like that. Had to keep him up for just long enough. Hold on, I'll read that comment here in a second. Like, honestly, until you had Mason Rudolph in the game, I was locking you down. Same with how, until I brought in Tyree Jackson, who I did end up throwing like 3 picks with. I think they're both passed. Dude, I know that's a bad pass and all, but it hit him in the hand, so he should catch it. Like, seriously, dude. But, yeah, honestly, until I brought in Tyree Jackson as my QB, I couldn't really pass the ball. But the thing is, you've witnessed it firsthand, Christopher. I literally, like, I'm pretty sure all of my incompletions that game were literally interceptions. The rest of them were just dots. This thing is, I make good reads until I get pressured. And I don't want to take a sack because I don't want to risk my QB getting hurt. Which then causes me to make a terrible read, which then causes an interception. The thing is, if I wanted to win, this is literally how I would do it. Or if I wanted to win, you know, easily, this is how I would do it, right? Of course, that's going to get picked too. Surprising. What happened there was Torrey Holt had his man deep, but then he glitches to the inside and then causes him to get stuck behind his man and almost causes a pick. Torrey Holt should have been able to easily outrun that guy, but nope. Like, honestly though, I feel like I play good when I just mentally screw up. Like, super badly. Other than that though, I usually play pretty good. On here is just a completely different story because, you know, solo battles are stupid. I'm surprised he didn't get sacked right there. Thing is, Brissett has like terrible stats on the season in the CFM, but that's literally just because of me. I'm not good with him. That's why I've tried to trade him a few times. What a play. Like, a lot of people were complaining about, oh, they need to buff zone coverage, it sucks. So instead of making the zone coverage itself good, they just changed the reaction times for the players. So now you'll have a route that looks completely open, and someone that's facing the other direction has time to turn around, start sprinting, and they can pick the ball off on something that's just completely stupid. That's what's so rigged about this game against the computer. Is like someone who's usering something isn't gonna get that open. Or isn't gonna stop something like that. And like, I hate how if you dive with a quarterback and you just barely get touched, you fumble. I don't understand that, dude, because that's just not realistic. Like, I understand them wanting to make quarterbacks fumble more, but if we're gonna be honest, the carrying system should work it should work better, right? If my player is a quarterback, he shouldn't have more of a chance of fumbling just because he's a quarterback. If his carrying stat is, like someone like Cam Newton, like who has decent carrying, I'm pretty sure, he shouldn't fumble because he's bigger and has better carrying. And that makes sense. Someone like Tariq Cohen, though, should fumble more. But I know that he fumbles a lot, and he's a running back and stuff. But he fumbles way less than he technically should when he gets hit hard. And then you've got someone like, Tom Brady, who can take a hit and fumble just the same as someone like Cam Newton, just because of the same position. The best team, probably the Chiefs, to be honest, just because they've got Mahomes and Tyreek Hill. Other than that, I wouldn't say that they're the best. That was a very IRL one. Are you actually joking me? Can I challenge that? I better be able to challenge that. Dude, are you actually joking me? Are you literally joking? He didn't even touch the ground, dude. He didn't even touch the ground. How are you gonna... That's how rigged this game is, honestly. How are you gonna call a fumble on that? He catches the ball mid-air, holds it, doesn't take it completely to the ground, doesn't make any form of ball carrier move, doesn't touch the ground at all, and it calls a fumble. What am I supposed to do about that? No, I can't challenge it because this game thinks there's nothing to challenge. You gimme that, you bum. Go, Calais Campbell. Now, according to this game, that should be a fumble. But I'm pretty sure he was on the ground. Let's get a playoff, get a playoff, get a playoff, get a playoff. Okay, good. It's not. But yeah, that's just frustrating. Not in Madden, they're not. I wish turnovers were automatically reviewed, but they're not. I don't know what to do here. I think I'm just going to kick the field goal. They'll probably try to ice me if I'm going to be on. Well, no, they shouldn't technically be able to ice me because it's my home field, but I don't know. Oh, they called timeout. My bad. I thought the clock was still ticking. I wish that teams could line up in different, like in real life.
You should be able to line up for a kickoff however you so please. I don't understand why there's a regulation for how you have to line up. Just like how on offense, why is there such a thing as an illegal formation? Like, dude, just let them line up however they want. As long as they don't commit any plays during the penalty, it should be fair play. I'm just going to let the defense take over right here. Are you actually joking me? Did you seriously just let him complete that pass? If that would have been me going no huddle, that would have been like a complete, like, ridiculous runoff. Call your timeout, then come out in a field goal, kick your field goal, try to get the game to go to overtime, and then I'm going to come out for one points. That's how this game is going to end. I guarantee you. I've seen this situation before, haven't I? 5 seconds left on the clock. Oh, thank you for the sub. Except last game I was in this situation because the computer decided to break a tackle. I guess, yeah, I should have gone down. Oh well. Now watch, the computer will cheat unless it gives me the choice to, you know, pick. I don't know, you can. Tails should never fail. Didn't say what he chose. Well, that's not fair. I wanted to know if Tails never failed. I literally couldn't pick which direction I wanted. Probably because there's no wind. But I should still be able to kick or pick which direction, because maybe I feel like I have a lucky direction to kick in or something. I don't know. Like, dude, I just hate this game so bad. It can be good, but it's just... If we're gonna be 100% honest here, this game is just absolutely terrible. The computer cheats. Yeah. I think the 49ers have gotten themselves to a place where they can already be a playoff team, just because I can't imagine them losing that many games that they won't be a playoff team. But I don't know. They don't strike me as a team that's actually that good, but I think they've already gotten themselves to a place. Same with the Patriots. I don't think they could possibly miss the playoffs. You know, honestly, I don't know. Super Bowl hangover, possibly. Well, you know, I should have been running mid-blitz this game, but oh well. Where's my fumble at, EA? You've saved yourself with a fumble, haven't you? A fake fumble? If anything, the fumble went forward, so technically shouldn't it have been a forward lateral? Because technically, I don't think there was even a possible way that he could have. Never mind. I mean, dude, every time I hate this tight end so bad. Every time that it's every time that I get a chance to stop them. Yep, I saw that play coming from a mile away, and he's gonna roll into. What? Did he almost just get up and walk in? Dude, Greg Olsen, freaking cut off his legs in real life so he can't be in another Madden. Like, seriously, what is this, dude? What is this?
And I'm joking. I'm not actually that insane over a Madden game. I'm not gonna cut off Greg Olson's leg. Like seriously. See, I think that the NFL should be college overtime leagues, but no. The NFL is so screwed up, dude. Like, if I don't know. Like, honestly, though, I hate this game so bad you don't understand. This game just infuriates me. Sorry, I lost this game because of a garbage kick return that shouldn't have happened. Then I lost this game off of Greg Olson being an a-hole. And let's see here. So, I have 33,000 points. I think the most you can get is like, well, how much can you get per game? Guaranteed anyways. So I usually can average around 23,000 per game from what I remembered, if I win anyways. So if, let's see here, if I have eight games left to go, let me go into, or no, I don't need a calculator for this. It would be, I've lost, okay, hold on. So you get 10 games. Played 2 of them, I have 8. If I get, okay, if I average over 20,000, over 21,000, I believe that that should equal, if I get over 21,000, I should be able to get, I'm not going to be able to get the top reward like I used to. Or no, you get 13 games, don't you? You get 13. So now I have, you know, I could still get the top reward, but I can't see myself getting the top reward. Now I'm going to finish off buying packs from the store. I'm going to go use the bathroom, I think, although, not going to lie, I was in there earlier, and I was about to leave the bathroom, turned around, and there's this spider crawling down from the ceiling, because why wouldn't it be? And it's like a really small spider that I wouldn't have been able, like, it literally was so small that I lost track of it every time that I, like, it was annoying. So I just sprayed it with something and then left it at that. Sprayed it with like an air freshener or something. And then it started to crawl down its web. So I'm assuming that it's just somewhere random in the bathroom right now, which isn't very nice because I highly doubt it's not in the bathroom anymore. So what are my, I'll show you guys my team here in a second. My dedication. So, if I win one game, that should be enough to get. If I win another game, not off of like the base score you get, but if I get like better or do really good, then yeah, I can get this done after one game, and then that's pretty easily achievable. I'm pretty sure I could do that in literally like a matter of like 2 minutes. Well, not 2 minutes, but it may be 5 at tops. I have a solo challenge that I know how to repeat. Oh, I meant to show my team lost. I need to look for a hole in my team. Oh, I need to sell Rock this thing. Or Yassine real quick, because yeah. You'll see how it's a Colts theme team in a minute, but man, I paid 9,000 for him. Now I'm gonna have to get rid of him for like. See, well, I'm someone who's very impatient. right? So I'll list this guy up for like 7,000, not 7,000. Someone like, yeah, 7,500. So they're getting about a 1,000 coin steal, but I'm losing out on this. What's up now? So you'll see how this is a Colts theme team. Oh, I need to get the Colts jerseys, don't I? That's why I'm losing. I have some garbage jerseys on. Hold on. No, I don't have the Colts jerseys. I might have the away jerseys still. I'm not. Nope. Okay, so yeah, you'll see here in a second how it's a theme team. Okay, I got Andrew Luck, Marlon Mack, Marvin Harrison, T.Y. Hilton. I mean, I could buy the color rush, but I don't know. I'm waiting for a new Eric Ebron to drop so I can get rid of Zach Ertz. Like, honestly though, I hate this. I don't hate this Zach Ertz. But I hate that he's NAT and I can't really get rid of him for very much training either. So he kind of feels useless. But I have Quentin Nelson for the Colts team. And then defense, I just got rid of Rock Yassin. Yeah, I haven't done very much on my Mutt Masters, like at all. But it's I don't really care. We have Pierre Desir. And then Nico Autry. I'm pretty sure that's all I have. I was gonna buy Justin Houston until I remembered I have Myles Garrett. So now my goal is to power up Calais Campbell. Put Zach Ertz in the slot. So where Marvin Harrison is. I've never really thought of it. I know he kills people on Verts. Verts is good on Ertz. Ertz is good on Verts. There we go. So now I don't know. I gotta find something for. Okay. I don't think Eric Ebron has an upgrade because I don't know. He's just outside of being an elite, which is annoying. Don't think he hasn't gotten an upgrade yet. I'm gonna sort by elite for the Colts. I want Brissett to get an upgrade, but he's not going to for a while. Ed Hendricks played for the Colts. I didn't know that. Well, it was way before my time, so whatever. Man, that luck is actually pretty cheap. Yeah, I used my 87, 88 pass on him just because I had no other. Oh. I guess I know what my 87, 88 pass will go on when I get the chance. So unless Brissett gets an 87 or 88. I'm hoping that maybe, I don't know how Football Outsiders work, but I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe, he'll get something with Football Outsiders. I don't know that. So I just want to check something. With Legends, it's this right here. So that's how it is. I've seen people open up those packs before, and I know that they're pretty good. Now, I'm not someone who's against opening like packs with money. I just don't have the money to buy the packs. So that's what my main problem is. I still haven't bought my level 11 pack. Huh.
an offensive premium pack. No, I bought that before. I know that for a fact. The reason I would downgrade Brissett, or downgrade for Brissett, is because Brissett is more likely to get an upgrade than Luck, but I could still see Luck getting an upgrade in the future. So after this game, I should level up once. Yeah, so I've lost both of these games. This one I should have won, but of course the computer had to cheat at the end and give itself a kick return off of a broken tackle. This one was just dominated by Greg Olson, and this one's going to be a W is what it's going to be. Oh crap, I forgot I don't have a strong safety. Oh well. I'll just run with whatever it gives me. And then once I can get my weekly pack, then hey, I mean, so I've done 2 of the 5 I need to do. I think maybe 3. I don't know. I'll have to check after this game. So after this game, I'll have another one done. Unless by the time that Brissett gets an upgrade, I can get Luck's other card, like a 93. Then I'd get that, and because that can have escape post and all that, which is actually really good. Now that I think about it. And get ball first, which means I basically have to score every possession because you already know the computer likes to cheese. I think my defense is just terrible, so are we really gonna leave one safety back there? I'm gonna slant too wide though, because I was gonna look for Torrey Holt over the top, but oh man, I forgot the Colts uniform. Dang it. Yeah, once I get my weekly objectives done, then I'll be fine. I'll probably buy. Well, I'll get not all of my weekly objectives, but the 5 for the pack. Hopefully, I'll get something decent, even if it's just something to give me a considerable amount of coins. Like nothing I'm not asking for anything major, but I don't want I don't necessarily. I would okay. Obviously, I want something really good. Because that's what everyone wants out of a pack. But that's not what I'm asking for. I purposely kicked that inaccurate, by the way, to it just for one. A pretty quick drive, though. Once Eric Ebron gets an upgrade, though, I don't care what overall his upgrade is. I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to start him, because personally, I think having a faster tight end would be nice. Zach Ertz isn't bad. Zach Ertz does really well, especially for contested catches and stuff. Even online, he's really good at it. But I was about to try to let itself break free. Yeah, I don't run like cheesy blitzes and stuff. I just run whatever comes up in my. This dude didn't fumble? Really? The fact that he got back or got back to the line of scrimmage with that that kind of speed really just shows how kind of garbage this game is.
So we've already gotten a stop on defense, which is
Really good because that means that if we get if we get a touchdown, then one more stop before half, that puts us in a perfect situation to win this game. Yes, receive this. I'm going to take this all the way. I had nowhere to go. I don't like these uniforms. I think they're the Twitch Prime uniforms. I could be wrong though. I don't think the Browns are making the playoffs, honestly. I probably could have thrown a bullet pass right there, but I don't know. Dude, honestly though, luck is glitchy on the run. 3 deep routes on the same side of the field. Oh, I was looking upfield, not at the line of scrimmage. That's one of the problems I have in CFM too. Because I'll be looking upfield and I'll look down to see what's happening, like if anyone's coming at me. And then I'll see someone's coming, I'll just press a button and then end up throwing a pick. Yeah, honestly, I just think they're trash. They had a better, at least up to this point last season, they had a better record than the, I tried to face catch that. But, up to this point last year, they had a better record than, than they do this year. Which is sad because Hugh Jackson was their coach up to this point last year. That was a massive oof on that drive. Dude, it should make you, like, I don't know. It should pull up some sort of confirmation. And it should stop the clock and pull up some stupid, like, confirmation thing. So that way you can confirm that you want to, you know, end up going into spike or whatever. Like I said, though, stop the clock because otherwise that wouldn't be fair. But this is a good one. Although we all know who the real best running back is. I'm trying to think of a really bad running back right now. I like how the computer is just running the ball right here. Like it's not even trying. Honestly though, Marlon Mack is probably the most underrated running back in the league. I'm gonna be honest here. Like Marlon Mack is an absolute beast. People just don't watch him play because the Colts are a boring team to watch, so nobody gets to witness his talent. See Arizona. Well, yeah, but people hype up James Conner because he's on the Steelers. That's the thing is Marlon Mack doesn't get hyped up like everyone else. That's not necessarily true. Marlon Mack was a good running back even when the Colts didn't have a good O-line. Like, he was a backup for Frank Gore
back in 2017, his rookie year, when the Colts only had Costanzo being relatively good on the line, and Marlon Mack, for being a backup anyways, put up really good numbers. So you can't just say, oh, he's good because of the Colts O-line. Because at the same time that, yeah, the Colts offensive line is good, he has the ball carrier vision and patience to wait on the offensive line. Whereas other running backs would just look at, oh, I have a hole, let me try to run through it, and if I get stopped, whatever. Marlon Mack has this, I saw someone compare him to Le'Veon Bell. The way that he runs. Like, he can be elusive, he can be a good power back, he has decent patience, he's just a good overall back. He's just not particularly flashy at anything. What a play. Well, but at the same time, has Le'Veon Bell been getting, very many touches? I don't really watch the Jets, so. I considered powering up TY instead of Luck, but I thought, nah, I'll just keep Luck powered up, whatever. But I might get his signature card. I don't know. Yeah, that's true. Oh God. I really need to score here because they get ball after half. Come on, Luck, do your thing. Or Marvin Harrison could get wide open because they run a blitz. This thing is, Marlon Mack is a consistent 100-yard rusher. The only time this season that he hasn't hit 100 yards, other than the week he was injured, the only time that he hasn't hit 100 yards has been the game where the Colts passed ridiculously, which I'm pretty sure was against the Falcons, because the Falcons, I have absolutely no idea who just invited me to play Apex, nor do I even have Apex, so I don't know why they're inviting me. But yeah, have you guys even watched the Falcons pass defense? It's terrible. They run a scheme that none of their on paper they have a really good defense, but the scheme they run is terrible for their players. Which is why the Colts were able to pass the ball so consistently. Which is why Mack didn't get the touches. I'm audibling to his zone coverage, not his own man coverage. Oh man, he really wanted those yards apparently. Yes, the thing is, Marlon Mack, literally, you can say whatever you want about him, but the thing is, he does his job, and that's what counts. He does his job, and he does it really well. He's not going to make this. There's no possible way he hits this. Yeah, he would have been short like I suspected. I didn't expect him to miss it off the side. But the thing is, the stuff that Marlon Mack does in real life, you can't replicate that in Madden because Madden is just straight up terrible. Maybe you could replicate it in a game like Madden 13, because that game was relatively realistic, other than, being able to swerve and all that. But the running style, if they could just make it to where this game was less about planting your feet to make cuts, that would be a lot better for someone like Marlon Mack, who can just make quick cuts. Because in Madden, he can't do that. That's why I struggle running with him up the middle. Whereas in real life, he can run up the middle and gain tons of yardage because he can find a hole by sitting behind his offensive line and making necessary adjustments to whatever hole he needs to hit. In Madden, you can't really do that because you're either, if you sit back there and wait, it's just going to be insta shed, and you're going to get oofed. So that's why, at least in franchise, power back is really good. Where you can't, like, pay to get your abilities. Whereas on here, on Ultimate Team, that's a little bit more possible because, abilities. Now, in franchise, you can get abilities, but you can't customize them, which is stupid. Is that Greg Olson again? I swear to God. Oh my God, it's Greg Olson again. At least the computer isn't abusing Greg Olson this time. Whereas last game, that's the only reason the computer won was because of Greg Olson. Yeah, I tried to blitz instead of play the coverage right there. It's my fault. The superstar abilities are what ruin this game the most. Also, have you guys noticed that unless you have an ability that specifically makes your quarterback faster behind the line of scrimmage, your QB, I've literally tested this before, I'm pretty sure, where I've had someone like Aaron Donald who's relatively fast, but nowhere near as fast as someone with like 99 speed, which was what I tested. But Aaron Donald could chase the 99 speed QB down in the backfield no matter what mode I tried to run in with the QB. If I tried to go into the scrambling mode, he actually caught up faster, which made no sense at all. Most feared predictions, it'll probably be somewhat about the same players as last year, if I had to guess. I don't know, they've already put Randy Moss, so probably Calvin Johnson, if they're going to do offensive and defensive. I literally ran out of bounds. Why did the clock stop? This game is so stupid. I ran out of bounds on my own free will, and the clock kept going. That's so stupid, dude. But yeah, if they're going to do offensive and defensive master, I could see Calvin and Ray Lewis. Since Calvin hasn't gotten the card, and Randy Moss already has, that's my prediction. Remember when Most Feared Randy Moss came out last year and he broke the game? That's when I stopped playing for a while last year. At least if they do Calvin this year, he's not going to be blazing fast and tall and all that. So that would save my mental health at least a little bit. I ain't on that. I'll run inside zone, but I ain't running that other zone run. Another reason that what Marlon Mack does in real life can't be done in Madden is Marlon Mack, he's good at, he's not necessarily like an elusive, like super, like, oh, I'm going to juke you out back. But he's decent at it. And in Madden, if you try to juke and you don't get that animation and you get hit hard enough, that's you got like a 75-20% or 25% chance of fumbling. Or 75 to 25% chance, I should say. clock front down a little bit. This should be an easy dub. Maybe not. Really? No timeout from the computer? What? That's very surprising, actually. Yes, the Flash comes on tomorrow night. I forgot. Wait, I thought it was Madden 19 that Randy Moss got the most years. Maybe that was Madden 18 when his 94 broke the game. I swear to God, if this girl just sent me streaks after I told her on Snapchat, after I told her I literally don't do this, why are you sending this to me? I've told you multiple times not to send them, and you still send freaking streaks. They're pointless. You don't get any form of reward for it. That should be in as long as I didn't. Oh my Jesus Christ! I missed it. I missed it, dude. I aimed that so far to the left. It felt like. I understand there was wind, but Jesus. They sent me away team, so I'm pretty sure I'd end up getting another running back this way. No, it's a counter play. Oh, no, it's not. I love how the clock didn't tick down right there. Tails never fits. Fuck! Too bad they aren't the Steelers and didn't elect to kick. Dude, I don't understand why the Steelers elected to kick in real life. But dude, apparently it was a smart decision. I don't know if that was like a miscommunication or if like they literally elected to kick. I just can't see a smart reasoning as to why you would want to kick. I'm not letting another game end like this in overtime. I'll stay back just in case they pass the ball. Right here, what do I want to do? I think I'll line up like this. Yeah, I'll come out and cover 3, show 2. And then, yeah. And apparently they'll run the ball on 3rd and 14 in overtime and get stopped. I think my dog's asleep now. His leg is twitching down there. Honestly, yeah, but at the same time, like, I don't know. You guys had multiple chances to recover that fumble that play, and none of your players did. I literally think I remember watching the replay, and, like, one player tried to go for the ball, and that was Juju, And like a couple of your other players just like went past the ball like, oh, what's this? It was a terrible read and it paid off. This play is what worked against Christopher in CFM. So who all is still here? I know Christopher's here, but I don't know who else is left. Got room to run. Andrew Luck outside the pocket. I don't feel like half that guy is great, but against this defensive formation, maybe it is. Yep. I picked the wrong hole, but it still worked. I saw someone open right there, but I got scared to throw it, so I tried to throw it at the last second, and it just didn't work out, but it's fine. That's so BS, dude. I hate Khalil Mack. Why is that Khalil Mack getting through my offensive line? Like, seriously. Okay, Torrey Holt should get open right here, but just in case he doesn't, actually, I'm going to run forwards. His forward. Did it just split my play? Yes, it did. See, it's so stupid. Look at that. Two defensive backs that are able to keep up with, I think, the fastest wide receiver in the game. I could be wrong, though. So can this game end in a tie? I don't think it can. Pretty sure that it'll force me to keep going. Hey, look at that. Greg Olson. Who else to get a ton of yards? Why couldn't you have fumbled right there? I choked on that last drive. I had my chance, and I choked on that last drive, and now I'm going to have to go into another overtime. Yeah. Okay, no, overtime. Or it didn't go into. It didn't end, I should say. Could have picked that off, but it's too fat for this game standards to pick that off. I'm gonna use Miles Garrett right here because I was about to say no, you don't, Greg Olson, but okay, he got stopped. I swear, if Greg Olson would have broken that tackle and gotten a first down because of it, you don't even understand how annoyed. There aren't even enough words to explain how annoyed I would have been. Just don't understand. Oh, that's a nice formation you're lined up in there, bud. Although it's not, dude. This offensive line sucks. You literally
are way better than any of their defensive linemen. I can almost guarantee you that. And yet they still get pressure. This game is so bad. You don't understand. That Torrey Holt should have burned his man, but his man all of a sudden gets the perfect burst of speed that he needs. I think I saw something like this the other day. This is either going to turn out terribly for me or turn out perfectly. And it turned out terribly. He just walks through him. He's Tyreek Hill, and he just walks. Oh no, it's not Tyreek Hill. Never mind. He's Deshaun Jackson, and he just walks over a linebacker because the animations don't line up. I'm gonna lose this game again because this game just wants itself to win. It's not gonna let me win. I absolutely hate this game. Solo battles are AIDS, dude. Like, serious. I want to have fun, but this game's not gonna let me have fun. I literally sent my whole defense at them, basically. I sent my whole defense up the middle, and yet he still runs the ball up the middle. What am I supposed to do? Literally, I took my safety through the middle of the field. I took my linebackers through the middle of the field. I took my defensive line through the middle of the field. Nobody else could have possibly gone through the middle of the field. And I literally have so much better stuff I could be doing with my life right now. I don't think I can do this when they're at home, but I'm still gonna try it. Oh, I can? Really? That's stupid that I can do it. Please, just miss. Dude, this game's trash. I'm done. I can't even with this game. I've lost so many games like that today. Seriously, where the game will wait, it'll take it to overtime, and then screw me over and I can't do anything. I can't. I just don't understand why. Solo battles are the only thing that I can do to possibly give me coins at this point. There's nothing else I can do. There's literally nothing else. Did I not get anything for leveling up? Is that like not a thing anymore? Like you don't get anything for leveling up? Where's my reward, EA? Is that not something you get? EA? Is that not something you get? I'm just gonna open packs. You know that? Screw it. Why not? I get all gold, but it doesn't matter. It's not like those coins are gonna go to anything else that's important. I've got all the good Colts players in the game because, you know, EA hates the Colts. Everyone hates the Colts. There's a Colts player right there. I guess I could put it safety, but it's the wrong position. Give me an elite EA. Or give me all golds like I knew you would. Was that another Colts player? Was that seriously another Colts player? Let me rewatch the footage on screen here to see what it gave me. Pretty sure it gave me another Colts player. Oh no, it gave me a former Colts player. Thanks, EA. Okay, well I'm done with this live stream. Solo battles are stupid. I am done with them. This is stupid.